What's going on, everybody? I am HondaPro Jason. What a crazy 2020. I was able to get out and see as many Hondas as I possibly could. And in this video, I'm gonna show you guys the top 10 most epic Hondas I've seen in person in 2020. Did your top make the list? If not, let me know which builds I should see in 2021. Thanks for all your support and enjoy the video. What's going on, everybody? HondaPro Jason here in South Florida with my friend Javier. How are you?
How you doing, guys? Pretty good.
Now, I've wanted to look at your car and see your car for a very long time. My very first Honda was a 94, and this is a
1996 Honda Accord, all-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive. You guys heard it, and that parachute should give you some indication of what we're going to talk about. This is a full-blown race car.
Yeah.
How much horsepower does it have?
The car, we usually stop at around 11 and change on the dyno, and then we crank it up to 50 pounds on the track, so probably about 1,400.
1,400 horsepower.
Yeah.
What engine? What's the power plant?
It's a fully built K24 top and bottom. So it's got a K24 A1 head, fully built. VTEC is locked. It's got a fully built bottom end and 7685 precision turbo, and we crank it up to about 50 pounds on the track.
And it's all-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive. It's first and only all-wheel drive Accord that we know of today. There is another few people out there trying to make some, and they haven't achieved it as so far.
Insane. Is this the CRV element setup? Is that kind of
this is definitely the Waggle diff, custom PPG built dog box on a Waggle diff, and it's got a viscous coupler.
That is insane. What does it do with the track? What's a really good run for this car?
My best time, I was having issues with the strain gauge. The car did 9.022, almost 8. And that was with problems at the track. So we're knocking on the door of 8s, and in a few weeks I'll be back out, and I'm getting them 8s.
Now, can I say this is the world's fastest Accord, or is
it is the world's fastest?
The world's
Accord.
fastest Accord.
Since front-wheel drive, I set the record at 1044, and then I set the record at 9.8 front-wheel drive. Yeah. So the car has been the fastest Accord that we know of.
That's insane. Tell me some of the interior modifications you've done.
So far, the car is completely uncut. There's nothing been cut. Everything's 100% original. I still have all the rear panels in. The only thing I did was eliminate the passenger seat, the original dash and AC components, and add a racing seat and a roll cage.
This thing is insane. And you're from Key West?
I'm from Puerto Rico originally. I moved to Key West back in 1996, and I've been here since in Florida.
Now, if someone wants to learn more about your build, what's your Instagram?
AWD Customs_KW. It's on the car as well.
Spell it for me.
AWOLCUSTOMS. AWD Customs_KW. Happens to be right there in the back, right here.
I am so happy you brought this car out. Thank you so much. I hope you guys appreciate it. And as always, I'm the Honda Pro, and now you're
in the know.
There you go. Thanks, bro. What's going on, everybody? HondaPro Jason here at the Puerto Rico Race Expo, checking out this 1988 CRX SiR. This is the rarest of the rare. This is the one that everybody wants. It's got the double overhead cam. This thing is completely stock. Look at this. Absolutely spectacular shape. Stock wheels. It's got the glass roof. Look at that. Nice. The spoiler in the back, double overhead cam. Look at that. Simply spectacular. It's got an LSD and anti-lock brakes. No ABS, ALB. Nice. He just picked this thing up from Japan. Look inside of it. I mean, it is just spectacular. It really is. So it's got the auto air conditioning. If you guys haven't seen that before, it's actually climate controlled back in '88. And the mileage, 94,000 kilometers. 94,000 kilometers. This thing is so beautiful. My God. And some people don't know, but in Japan, CRXs had back seats. Cool, right?
Yeah, what you know about that? What you know about that? Go and grab a bag on a shopping spree now. Throw it in the bag, ain't no stopping me now. I want it, I got it. Big banking, my pocket, my inner is deeper. I'm rich, yeah, I got it. Walking like I'm fly, can't touch me, I'm too high. Floating in the sky, floating in the sky. Walking like I'm high, can't touch me, I'm too high. Floating in the sky. Yeah, I'm floating in the sky on my Mars, on my Jupiter. Out of this world, not your ordinary girl. Nah, not your ordinary girl. I'm rare, not regular. Rare, not regular. Oh, go, gotta go. I can feel it in my zone. Oh, go, gotta go. I can feel it coming on. Oh, go, gotta go. I can feel it in my zone.
What's going on, guys? HondaPro Jason here at LHT Performance in Florida with the owner's 2001 Integra GSR. This car is, when I say it's immaculate, it is simply spectacular. I'm loving the red seatbelts. I'm loving the little touches that he's done to the car. Speaking of little touches, look at the engine bay. Spectacular. Turbo built, lots of titanium. Everything color matches. I mean, all the way across is simply awesome. Running about 350 horsepower. Got the nice JDM headlights, looking really, really sharp on that front end. Just the whole build all the way around is beautiful. It's a Milano red. It's completely repainted. Basically a frame-off restoration, much like what I did in my car. 5-lug conversion on the wheels, and then a custom titanium exhaust to finish it off and back. What's going on, guys? HondaPro Jason here with my friend Alex. Alex, how are you, brother?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good, doing good. We are here at the Acura Honda Classic at Pembroke Pines Acura, and you guys have to see Alex's car. This thing is wild from bumper to bumper. So tell me a little bit about, what year is the S2000?
It's a 2006 S2000 AP2.
When did you buy it?
I've had the car for about 6 years. I'm the second owner. It's low mileage, not crazy low mileage, but 65,000 miles.
And that's not the impressive part, though. The impressive part is what you did to it. So you bought the car stock?
I did buy bone stock. Bone stock.
What was your first modification?
It was going to be clean. It had an OEM hardtop. I lowered it on coilovers, big brake kit, nice Advan racing wheels, intake headers, exhaust.
Sure.
The go-to bolt-ons, clean. And then actually I scratched that because I didn't want to be like everybody else.
Okay.
So like everybody's clean, right? So I wanted to be different. I got a Voltex kit. That was cool. Got a big wing on the back.
It's a nice kit,
It was a great kit, but the parts started being replicated. You know? I didn't like the direction that was going with. Like, again, everybody had a Voltex,
right?
Front bumper. I said, F it. Let me go wide body. If I'm gonna cut this, I'm gonna go hard.
And it's Jay's Racing.
It's a complete Jay's Racing GT wide body kit. Everything on the car is 100% authentic. It's a Mugen full carbon hardtop, CE 28s and 10.5s all around, wrapped in Bridgestone 285 tires, ASM full carbon bonnet, hood, ASM rear duckbill. I got the M Racing carbon mirrors. What else? It's
so to put the Jay's Racing kit on, you have to cut part of the car?
I did. The rears are cut. Yes.
Rears are cut to make them fit.
They are cut to accommodate the larger wheels.
And how wide is it all the way around?
The kit itself, well, the wheels are 10.5 all around, but even with that, there's still room in the rear. It added 60 millimeters on each side, the rear, which is, it's huge. Honestly, it's
insane.
it's like half a foot when you really come down to it in the rear. The car barely fits in my garage now with everything else in there.
And you said the Mugen hardtop?
Mugen full carbon hardtop,
Nice.
Recaro pole position, leather and Alcantara seats, Alcantara steering wheel. I mean, M Racing Zoom engineering rear view mirror carbon, M Racing side Type 4 mirrors.
And we haven't even talked about under the hood, have we?
We haven't. It's
We
all
haven't even
stock.
talked about it. It's all stock, he says. Look at this under the hood. What have you done?
Supercharged. It's a Science of Speed Type 2 supercharger.
I love Science of Speed.
Yeah, I love them.
They're
They're a great company, honestly. It's a great, reliable car, honestly. It's a street, fun car. You can take it to the track. I used to go, like just bullshit, like
Yeah.
autocross stuff and,
Sure.
like stuff like that. But now that this whole kit is on it, I haven't been out there. I'll be completely honest with you. It's
More show right now.
yeah. Now it's a little scary driving.
How much power are you putting out right now?
The last time I tuned it, it was 407 to the wheels. I've done some stuff to it since then, and I haven't got it retuned. So it's probably, honestly, ballpark is probably like 420. That's realistic,
that's awesome. That is
number.
awesome.
But yeah, it's a great car. I love it.
Alex, thanks
Appreciate
again.
Appreciate it very much.
Great event. Thank
Love
you,
the
brother.
channel, and thank you. I appreciate the
For
love.
sure.
Thank you.
As always, guys, this time from Pembroke Pines Acura, I'm the Honda Pro. There you
Acura
go.
Honda Classics.
And now you're in the know. What's going on, everybody? HondaPro Jason here with my friend Mike. Mike, how are you?
How's it going? How are you?
Good, good. I am going to show you guys something that will completely blow your mind. Probably one of the cleanest EGs I have ever seen in my entire life. Mike owns it. He built it. He put it together, and he's going to tell you all about it. So what year is the car?
The car is a 93.
And how long have you owned it?
I've owned it for 5 years.
And it's a CX, right?
CX.
So it's a base of the base model.
The lowest of the low.
Yeah, it was like under the DX at the time.
it was under the
CX
DX.
and then DX.
Yeah.
This thing, so bring me through. What condition was the car when you first bought it?
It was bone stock. There was dings and dents everywhere. It still had the original single cam motor in there.
Okay.
And I just ripped everything out completely. Then I made it a shell, a bare shell. And then I take off the one passenger mount for the K-swap.
So what K series is in there?
This is a K20 A2.
K20 A2, and it makes about how much power?
It should be like 220, 230 around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So redoing the car, you got extremely detailed. Like you did things that I didn't even think anyone would ever do. Like explain some of the things that you did that took it to another level.
Well, like some of the seam sealer in the whole car. From the factory, it's very ugly. So I ground away all the original OEM stuff and then relaid my own seam sealer beads so it's more aesthetically pleasing.
And
I
not
guess you
just
could
in
say.
not in the engine bay, the whole
Yeah,
car you did, like
the whole
all
car,
the inside.
The whole car, yeah.
How long does something like that take? Like how many hours do you think that was in work?
Honestly, the stripping of the original seam sealer takes longer than actually laying the bead of seam
That makes
sealer
sense.
itself. So
That makes sense.
it's more in the prep work than the actual finish work. So.
Okay. And then did you source a lot of parts from Japan or a lot of these USDM parts or a mixture?
It's usually a mixture, more Japanese stuff, like your Japanese Mugen lip. We have spoon calipers, the Desmond Regamaster Evos.
They look great. I mean, they really look good on the car.
Got a Mugen Race 3 steering wheel, Mugen race pedals. What else we got?
That shifter is sick. I like how the whole center console is empty, so you can see everything
Right?
inside there.
Trying to showcase the shifter amongst all the green.
What color is this?
This is a custom green that I developed. Because I'm a painter, so I have access to all the toners and everything. So you know what I mean.
and you did everything but the paint in your garage.
Everything but the paint in my garage.
That is insane. How long, from the time you bought the car to today, you've owned the car for how long?
5 years. So I debuted it last year at Weekfest.
Okay.
So it took 4 years to
Four
build
years
it.
to build it.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. What was the hardest part to source for this build?
The Mugen front lip.
And I have to ask you, how much did you pay for it?
I can't tell you because my wife would get very mad.
Let's just say it's probably a lot of money.
A lot of money.
What's your next step? What's the next thing?
What's the next thing?
What's the next thing? There's always the next thing.
Oh, I don't know, man. Build a C10 Chevy pickup.
That's the next thing.
I'll probably switch wheels. You know, little
Sure.
stuff like that.
Of
But
course.
other than that, no major overhaul stuff.
Last year, so we're at Tuner Evo right now, and last year you won Best of Show.
Correct.
Not Best Honda,
No.
Best of Show. So all the cars, the Lambos, Ferraris, everything was here. Your car is the Best of Show. That's quite an accomplishment. I mean, that's amazing.
It's wild for a little 93 hatchback to be able to do that.
That is amazing, brother. Thank you so much for showing off the car.
Yeah.
It looks outstanding. It is probably the cleanest EG I've ever seen. And I've been all over the world, so I've seen a lot of cars, brother.
I appreciate it.
Hope you guys enjoy the build, and as always, I'm the Honda Pro, and now you're in the desert. Thanks, dude. What's going on, everybody? HondaPro Jason here in Puerto Rico at the Puerto Rico Race Expo with my friend Christian. How are you?
Fine.
Christian.
Welcome to Puerto Rico.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much. I've told you guys this before. I love seeing cars I've seen on Instagram in real life. And this Suzuki Samurai, or Suzuki Jimmy if you're in Japan, is no different. Christian K-swapped his Suzuki Samurai.
Yep.
Dude, that is awesome. How long have you owned this?
I have like 8 years the Jeep,
Okay.
and with the swap, it's almost 6 years with the swap on. It's
How- I have to know how it runs. Like, how is it just crazy?
it's very fun to drive it. It has almost 210 horsepower, and it's fun. It's fun to drive, to do burnouts. Two steps.
All-wheel drive
Yeah.
or four-wheel drive? What transmission are you using right now?
It has a Celica transmission with a Suzuki Samurai transfer case and differentials.
That is crazy. I'm loving the outside's amazing, and we talked a little bit about how you redid the front end to make it very JDM, which I really like because we looked at some of the stock ones. I really prefer yours. It really looks cool, and you got really lucky with the hood because the hood comes up like a bubble, so you can fit that K series in there, which is awesome.
It's like a 1/4 inch the cover
Yeah.
to the hood.
That's amazing.
like-
You got a lot of room.
Yeah.
For this.
It's a K24
Yeah.
and the K20 head.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
The SI head.
Okay. A lot of Downstar parts.
Mm-hmm.
We love Downstar.
Speed
Make-
Factory,
Nice.
carbon fiber everywhere.
Man, it is so cool.
It's just the details.
The details
Yeah.
in these tires.
Yeah,
Dude.
it's like they are genius tires.
They're
A
awesome.
little bit of traction over there,
Yeah, I'm sure, just in case.
just in case.
And then you have the inside. You have the S2000 instrument cluster.
Yeah,
And the rest is pretty much Suzuki, right?
yeah. It has the Suzuki dash, but it has the cluster, and the ECU is a AM Series 2.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. And then the Type R shift knob, I saw. That was
Yeah.
cool. Nice little touch. I'm super impressed. I'm so glad you brought it. I'm really impressed with the build. This is so cool. And again, if you guys ever want to see the cars you see on IG in real life, just get out there. Come to Puerto Rico. Come to Bahamas, Barbados. You'll see them, right?
Yeah,
They're
right.
everywhere. You are awesome, brother. Thank you so much for your time. Hey, my pleasure, man. And as always, guys, this time from Puerto Rico, I'm the Honda Pro, and now you're in the know. I posted this car the other day on Instagram, and you guys all went crazy. This NSX that's wrapped like a reptile. What you couldn't see from the photos is the amount of detail. This wrap, this actually has like a texture to it. I don't know if you can see it. It's actually bubbles up here and bubbles up here, and that goes all the way around the vehicle. All this is textured. So the wrap isn't a flat wrap, it's actually a textured wrap. Green tinted windows. I mean, it's completely insane. I've never seen, you guys can see it in the sun there. See it right there? These are all bumps. You could feel them with your fingers. Wow, this is one completely insane wrap job on an insane car. Raw fish. I am definitely impressed. Extremely impressed with this. Very nicely done. What's going on, everybody? HondaPro Jason here at Christmas and Cars in Miramar, Florida with my new friend Mark. How are you, brother?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Good, good. Thank you. Mark brought out his Insight. What is it, 2000? What year is this?
2000 Honda Insight.
2000 Honda Insight. So you guys are probably wondering, okay, big deal. This car doesn't look like much. In fact, it looks a little beat up if you ask me. Mark, pop the hood for me. You're about to find out why I'm filming this car and why this car is so epic. Check this thing out. Yes, sir. J, what is that?
J32A2.
32A2 in an Insight. Did not cut. Factory, you said factory AC, right?
Factory AC, ABS, electric power steering.
This thing is insane. So tell me a little bit, why'd you want to build this?
Well, originally I had the Insight. I dailied it for about a year, and I wanted to see what was the biggest motor I could put in it.
Okay.
Honda. I started with the swap in my garage, and I ended up dailying the factory swap for about another year, about 15,000 miles on it. And here it is today. It's on a Haltech 2500 right now. Makes about 270 horsepower, roughly weighs 1950 on a full tank, and runs about 11.5 at 116 at the track.
11.5.
11.5.
And is any mods to the car besides the throttle body?
It's got a pair of Comtech headers with factory 2.25 inch exhaust, and that's about it. A Bosch 320, factory injectors,
Awesome.
P2R fuel rail, and I think I have. Oh, yeah, no, it's just the P2R fuel rail, and that's about it.
And you're gonna build another one.
Correct. So I bought another one to try and see like what would be like the total capabilities of these cars. So I stripped it out completely, Lexan windows, and it's got the factory motor in it, factory gas tank.
Wow.
Runs and drives, weighs 13-20 pounds.
Here, shut that real quick, Marty. Let's just take a walk around this thing. So to show you guys exactly what this thing looks like, it is, I'll tell you what, it's not pretty. It is not pretty, but I'll tell you what, it is gonna surprise a lot of people at the track. This thing is going to be it is a monster. I mean, it's an 11-second Insight. This is just awesome. And this is, I've never seen a J series in an Insight. I might be wrong, but like you said, this might be the only one in the world.
I hope so.
Have you heard of anyone else ever doing this?
I haven't heard of anyone actually doing this.
This is not, well, I really appreciate you bringing it out. It is full interior. I mean, you guys can see this. Now, do you have an Instagram or anything people can follow you on?
Yeah, at Mark Roger.
At Mark Roger, spell it for him.
MarcRoger.
And they can see this build and stuff that you're doing with the new one.
Correct. Yeah,
Awesome.
Among other builds as well.
Give this dude a follow. I'm definitely going to follow him, and we'll see you guys later. As always, I'm the Honda Pro, and now you're in the know.
Awesome.
What's going on, everybody? HondaPro Jason here from H-Day with Sparks Racing. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's happening?
I am so excited to show you guys this car. So, Sparks Racing has a 9th gen, which was the first 9th gen in the 10 seconds, right?
Yep.
Quarter mile. First 9th gen in the 9th seconds, quarter mile, and now you're the first 9th gen all-wheel drive. You heard it. This car is all-wheel drive. It is insane. Now, you did do some runs today. Yesterday. And I know something happened that wasn't awesome.
No, I don't have my license yet. 9-second license.
He went too fast. He doesn't have a 9-second license. What times did you pull yesterday?
I went 9.5 on the first pass at 148. 141 60 foot, which is for one of these cars, if anybody knows these cars, is flying. 141.
141
60
60
foot.
That is totally insane. Let's
Almost 3/10 better than when it was front wheel drive.
Let's talk about the build a little bit. So, to make this car all-wheel drive, what are some of the modifications you had to make? Like what transmission? What?
Element transfer, element clutch case to convert it into a rear-wheel drive. CRV transfer case bolted to that. I'm running now the Freelander drive shaft with the Freelander viscous, and now I'm running a CRV differential with the plates and a Acura LSD in it.
And then the engine is a...
Engine is a 2.4.
It is,
Still a
huh?
Z7 block, the factory block style. It's sleeved in O-ring.
Of course.
RBC head, which is the 06 to 11 SI. And now I'm running a 7285 turbo precision.
And how much power is it putting out right now?
Anywhere between 600 and 800, depends on the boost.
A lot of people make modifications, motor mounts or subframe modifications. Is that something you did with this build?
I did not. I kept the Haysport motor mounts. They're 94A set that I've had for a while. And I basically worked around that. I basically raised the rack up off the subframe with spacers and sectioned the back of the subframe to clear the transfer case. That was the easiest way I felt.
And why was that so important for you?
Maintain strength in geometry, handling geometry, you know, chassis geometry.
Now, after you get your
NHRA license, yeah, 9-second license.
So after you get your license, how fast do you think this thing will go?
I think yesterday it might have went a 9.0 and 8.9 if I'd have really pushed it. Yeah, because it left that hard.
We were on low boost yesterday.
Yeah,
Low
141 60 foot will really let you ET. That's
can't-
why I couldn't slow it down on the second pass, because it still went on 141.
And you tried.
And we
Yeah,
had it
I
down
did
to the lowest boost we could, and we still did a 9.7 on the brakes at 122 mile an hour.
I
That
let off.
is so this build. I've been watching you guys forever. We've been friends for a while.
Yep.
This is insane. I'm so happy you guys are able to do
I'm
this.
just going to keep pushing it. I love the 9th gen. I love the 9th gen community. All the people, show cars, everybody.
Love it.
So,
If they want to learn more about sports racing, where's the best place they can go?
They can go to 9th Gen Civic Racer on Instagram, or they can go to sparks-racing.com, and you can find us all of our social media, his phone number, personal phone number. And so
9th gen
What's the
Civic
phone
Racing.
number?
9th gen Civic Racing on Facebook.
Yep, 9th Gen
That's my
Civic
page
Racers
on
on Facebook.
Facebook.
Which is good.
I love it. Well, again, guys,
And I always love all the 9th gen people. And 8, and 10.
I know we
Whatever.
love
Type
Honda.
R, whatever. Yeah, I'm a Honda guy.
We're all Honda guys.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for your time.
Welcome, Jason.
Thank you guys for watching. As always, guys,
Yep.
I'm the Honda Pro,
Yep.
and now you're in the know.
Let's just stay up instead. Getting late, but I'm not
What's going
tired.
on, everybody? HondaPro Jason here at Puerto Rico Expo with Leno and Levy. Leno owns the fastest EP3 in the world. Levy is his wife, and Levy is going to be here to help translate some of the Spanish because my Spanish is no bueno. Tell me a little bit about this EP3. When did you buy it?
En el 2005.
We bought it in 2005.
and then it was just stock, right?
Yeah, it's my daily use.
Daily car.
Why did you turn it into the world's fastest EP3?
Era el carro que tenía disponible y quise intentar con él porque no había mucho.
It was the car he had available to, work with it around it, so he just made it.
And what's the engine? What size is the engine?
Es K20, 87 milímetros, hecho por JBR engine.
It's a K20, 87 millimeters, made by
JBR.
JBR.
Very, very cool. And everyone wants to know, how fast is it?
890, 175 millas.
890 at 175 miles.
890 in the quarter at 175
75.
miles an hour. That is insane.
Heavyweight on the wheel.
Heavyweight driver. He's the driver of the car.
So what you're saying, with a diet, you can go faster.
Sure.
The front end is like a fiberglass.
Ya, todo es fiberglass al frente, hecho por Ariel Fabrication. El motor K20 turbo, toda la fabricación es por EM Fabrication. Puertas en carbon fiber, tapa baúl en carbon fiber, cristales y los cristales de la parte de atrás son Lexan.
So guys, I don't speak Spanish, but I understood almost all of that. I'm sure you guys understood it too. Here's the cool part. He left a lot of the pieces inside like OEM. He still has a cruise control button, hazard buttons, mirror controls. It's pretty cool to see a race car still have some of the DNA of the EP3 in it. Car looks absolutely amazing from front to back. I'm so glad you made this. I've always been a fan of the EP3. I like this car very much.
Thank you very much.
So thank you so much, and hopefully you can go faster. That's always right. Always try to go faster.
Estar rápido en la categoría Sport Front Wheel Drive con las limitaciones que tengamos de peso.
Yeah, he has the expectation of doing it faster, even though the limitations of the weight that they have for the category and for the driver. So
Yo estoy seguro que a finales de marzo van a ver unos nuevos números.
okay, he ensures that at the end of March we will get better numbers.
So the end of March, he'll have better numbers, which means he might watch what he's eating. More salad, salada.
Yeah,
Salad, more salad. Not my words, it's his words. Guys, thank you so much. Come on in, come on in. Thank you so much for watching this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, guys, I'm the Honda Pro, and now you're in the know.